Good afternoon, everybody. I am Shelly with TherapyWorks. I am the marketing director over here. If you do not know where we are located at, we are at 1311 Wakarusa, and we are the building with the large fountain right outside. So if you drive by, see it, swing by, stop by, we are happy to see you. I am here with Mike Van Nice, and he is one of our PTAs here, one of our senior PTAs, and we are going to be talking about hips today. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, so let's just dive right in. How about that? So hip pain is one of the most common things that we see here at TherapyWorks. So
Yes.
why do you think that's so common?
So our hips are a ball and socket joint. They have the deepest bone-to-bone connection. They're the most solid in that term. They also have a lot of connective muscles, tendons, and ligaments for support. There's a lot of complex interactions going on between all these structures. We're also on our feet a lot of the time, or we're sitting a lot of the time. So in either case, your hip is either kind of bent in this locked position and everything gets tight, or we're up and moving around and the muscles and connections are constantly working and adjusting. So there's always some kind of stress almost all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good. I can visualize that. So what are the most common reasons for hip pain, for people to have the hip pain? Is it mostly just bending?
So like I was just saying, there's a
Uh-huh.
lot of muscles that are connected, interwoven in terms of support. So it's easy for those muscles to either be overstrained because we're active,
Okay.
or like I was saying, they're tight and they're kind of locked into a position because we're
Okay.
sitting.
Sure. We sit
right?
a lot.
Yeah.
So with that said, what are some good stretches that we can do?
Okay, so believe it or not, simply just standing up and sitting down, not so much the stretch in the terms that you would think of, but just getting that active motion, getting things
Okay.
loose, believe it or not,
Mhm.
can be good. Another simple stretch for your hips is to, if you have this available in your environment, lay down flat on a supportive surface, a table or a bench or something, scoot yourself to one side, and let one leg and hip just kind of drop off and fall down off the table. You'll go in, and as it drops down, you'll feel a little bit of a stretch on the
sure.
front there.
Yeah. Okay.
If you can't do that in your environment, stand up, kick one leg back, almost like you're going to do like a calf stretch.
Okay.
Kick that one leg back, and then kind of turn and lean your hips forward a little bit, and you'll feel it on that leg that's
Yes.
in the back.
Good
Yep.
stretch right
Yep.
in there.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. So what? Speaking of stretching, let's go to the opposite. What are some good ways to avoid hip pain?
So the stretches that we just talked about,
Okay.
just some very basic activity through the day. If you're like us and a fair amount of your day is sitting behind the desk, or when I'm with patients,
Sure.
sometimes I have to sit. Again, just going through that, standing up and sitting down, get the
Okay.
muscles moving, keeping them loose.
Absolutely. Keep it moving.
Just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Even
Okay.
if that's going out over your lunch hour and doing stairs in the office building
Yeah.
lobby, something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds perfect, and that's easy to do.
That's
too.
easy for almost everybody. Almost
Absolutely.
everyone's office building has stairs somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take a walk at around the noon hour or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Awesome. So lots of people have hip pain. I mean, it's just a
Yep.
thing. So how do I know if it's bad enough to come see you?
Okay, so there's a lot going on with that. So think about, how long have you been in pain? If you cannot remember how long this has been happening, it's time to
time to come see
your
you.
doctor, or time to come get checked out by
Okay.
the PTs.
Sure.
here. If it is preventing you from doing things in your everyday life, or if it's preventing you from exercise or recreational activities, if there are things that you cannot do that you had been doing
Sure.
previously,
Now's the
it's time to get checked out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. So why is it better to seek treatment earlier than later? I mean, are the conditions going to get worse, you think?
So the earlier that you come in and get treatment, there are more options available early on.
Okay.
If this progresses to a certain point, then there are things that we will not be able to do because we'll be spending more time just restoring basic function, managing pain, things
Sure.
like that. But if you come in early, then we can spend less time on pain management and focus more on overall activity.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. So anything with hips that I didn't ask that you want to explain to our guests? Anything overall that you see when you treat?
Posture, right? So we are the standard example of
Yes.
the American working people for the most part. We're sitting down,
Yes.
right? So the more time you spend sitting, the less time your muscles are being active,
It's true.
the more pressure you're putting on your low back and your lumbar spine, which will translate down into your hips. So again, you got to get up, you got to move around.
Okay.
Even if you're upright and moving around, you still have to, like Grandpa said, stand tall, shoulders back, right? You can't just
Right.
right?
Slouch over.
So posture makes the difference.
Okay. And that's good advice because I see even some of these young kids out there, they don't carry the posture
Yes.
with them.
Yeah.
And that's going to carry them
Through
later.
life. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
If you have any questions, if you ever have any doubt, it's time to either go to your doctor or come in and have a PT do a quick check on you.
Absolutely. And with that said, the evaluation is free. It's only 10-15 minutes. We can do it right over the phone.
Some cases over the phone. Yep.
Or, and even in person, we can definitely do that as well. So definitely give us a call. We are open till 7 o'clock tonight, 749-1300. Area code is 785. We are happy to help you and get you on our schedule. Mike is great with everything hip related, so, and all of our PTs are, so they're great. So just give us a call. Again, free evaluation, 10-15 minutes, and we hope to see you next time. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.